Hello, I'm Mastin Kipp, best-selling author of the book Daily Love Growing into Grace and creator of Daily Love TV, and welcome to this week's episode. This week, we're going to talk about how to create the best version of your body. We're going to talk about health, we're going to talk about wellness, we're going to talk about weight loss, and I love this topic mostly because I've struggled with this topic more than any other topic in my life. The wellness game, the health conversation, especially the older you get, becomes more and more and more important. And in the last 12 months, I have dedicated myself to life, wellness, and health mastery to understand my body, what makes it work, and how to really optimize it for optimal energy and optimal impact. And the reason why I've struggled with this in my entire life is because, tied to emotional eating, sugar addiction, which stems from my old drug addiction processes, and not really understanding, as my friend JJ Virgin says, that your body is a chemistry lab more than a bank account. And it's not so much just about the calories that you put in, the deficit of calories you put in, but the quality and the amount of calories that you put in. And weight loss is really an interesting thing. For me, it's been sort of a unicorn that's kind of off in the distance. And I feel like I've lost 100 pounds, the same 10 pounds, 10 different times. And, I've tried everything. I've gone paleo, I've gone vegan, I've gone vegetarian, I've done the high carbohydrate, low fat diet, we've done the Atkins diet, we've done all these different types of diets out there. And the truth is, none of it really works for me long term. There might be short-term weight loss, but I either don't feel really good about myself, I don't feel sustainable, or I feel like I'm depriving myself and I've had sort of an adversarial relationship with food. So in the last few months, as I've dedicated myself to really mastering this topic, I have been on a steadfast mission to really figure out who are the best mentors in this space. And I found a man named Dr. Philip Goliah, who I highly recommend. His website is PFC Nutrition, pfcnutrition.com. And the reason why I found Dr. Goliah is because I was impressed with the actor Chris Pratt's weight loss process. He lost 60 pounds in 6 months for his role in Guardians of the Galaxy. And I was very impressed with his progress. And one of our rules when you want to master something is that success leaves clues, and to model the people who have really gotten the outcome that you wanted. So I found out who were Chris's mentors, and Dr. Philip Goliah was one of his mentors in the nutrition category. And Dr. Goliah wrote a book. Here's the book. It's called Turn Up the Heat, and it's about unlocking the fat-burning power of your metabolism. Turn Up the Heat. There's a link below this video to purchase this book on Amazon. I highly recommend this book. And here's what's fascinating about Dr. Goliah. He studied at Duke, he has a PhD in this material, and he takes a scientific approach. He also beat cancer 3 times, and on top of that, he was Mr. North America, which is a prestigious bodybuilding award. So not only has he embodied health and wellness, but he comes from a scientific background. And one of my biggest complaints with the health and wellness industry is that you'll have an expert come out and figure out what works for their body and create the structure and the system around that, and then sort of project it out into the world as a one-size-fits-all container or system. And the truth is, that hasn't really worked for me. There are certain diets that are weight loss diets that I've gained weight on. And so what's cool about Dr. Goliah's work is that they help you understand that there are 3 types of metabolisms in the body. What does that mean? It means that not all people, not all metabolisms are created equal. You and I have different metabolisms, which means our nutritional needs are completely different. So Dr. Goliah shares with us those 3 types. There's fat and protein efficient metabolisms, there's carbohydrate efficient metabolisms, and there's a dual efficient metabolism. And the latest research Dr. Goliah shares, 74% of the world is fat and protein efficient, 23% is carb efficient, and only 3% are dual efficient. And dual simply meaning that you need a third of carbs, fat, and protein for your nutritional profile. So I went to Dr. Goliah, I got my blood tested, and realized that I was in the 3% category of being dual efficient, which means the high carbohydrate diets don't work for me, and the high fat and protein paleo style diets don't work for me. I actually need more carbohydrates in my diet than 74% of the population. And it was so relieving because when I went to see Dr. Goliah, he said, Mastin, you have a dual metabolism, which is the Ferrari of metabolisms. And for someone who's been overweight for so long, it seems like telling me that, I have a Ferrari as a metabolism just sort of seems like the opposite of what I believed about myself. So as I followed Dr. Goliah's plans, I've lost up to 5 pounds in a week during my following his plan, 2 to 3% body fat per week. I've increased the amount of food I'm eating. I've stayed on point with my diet and exercise. And the most important thing during this process is, yes, you want to work out, and yes, you want to move your body, but nutrition and knowing what your metabolism is the most important foundational tool for you to get into the body that you want. And secondly, and this is a new aha for me, is hydration. Dr. Goliah has me drinking 1 ounce of water for every pound that I weigh, which means that right now I'm drinking 280 ounces of water a day. I basically just pee all the time. That's the truth. But what's fascinating is that when you hydrate your body releases what it no longer needs because it's not storing it because it's in fight or flight. So I highly recommend that you get this book, Turn Up the Heat by Dr. Philip Goliah. I highly recommend that you go to pfcnutrition.com and you figure out what your metabolism type is, and then you get what's right for you, because you know what? Love the bulletproof diet, but if you're a carb efficient burner, it's not what's right for you. And by the way, if you're a vegan, nothing against vegans, love vegans, but if you're a vegan for moral reasons, but your body needs fat and protein, you should probably know that, because the kale by itself is probably not fueling you for maximum efficiency. So Dr. Goliah's approach is scientific. The morality of whatever you put in your body, I understand it's a tough subject and a very important subject, but know that what we want you to have is self-knowledge. Who are you specifically? Not who am I, not who are the big experts and what are they doing, but who are you and what does your body need? So get the book, Turn Up the Heat. Drink at least 1 ounce of water per pound of body weight that you have in your body, and get a system, figure out your metabolism, and really focus on the nutrition and the hydration part of your life. It will change your life. It's completely changed mine. I'm excited to report over the next 9 months as I go on this health and wellness journey what the results will be. I've dedicated the first 6 months of 2016 to really be in one place, to really be able to train and focus on this. But I'm so excited about Dr. Goliah's work. I'm so impressed by understanding that there are 3 different types of metabolisms, and there really isn't a one-size-fits-all, nutrition and weight loss answer for everybody, that I had to shout this from the rooftops. So I would be curious, in the past, for you, what's worked? What hasn't worked? How have you struggled with weight loss? How have you struggled with body image? How have you taken one step forward and one step back? And what could you do to move forward? You might be watching this video over on Facebook or over on YouTube, but I'm going to encourage you to come on over to thedailylove.com and leave a comment below this video and let me know how you're going to move forward with your health and fitness and with your wellness routine. Because the reality is, without a strong and vital body, what is this life? We need to have a vital energy to live our purpose. We need to have vital energy to show up for the people that we love and to show up really fully in our world. So I'm going to invite you to come over to thedailylove.com and leave a comment and let me know how you're going to move forward. And as always, you can subscribe to us here on YouTube and make sure that you get our current updates for all of our current videos. And most importantly, and as always here at Daily Love TV, my greatest wish is for you to get out there, take action, and make it real. We'll see you soon.